Evercloth here, giving a review on the Samsung wireless charging station. So I think it's a novel idea. Let me show you what I mean. So we put this thing right on there, and boom, she starts wirelessly charging. Seems great, huh? No fuss, no muss, nothing. This right here, if you guys are wondering what this is a battery charging pack that will allow you to charge 2 cell phones, 2 USB tablet, whatever that charges by USB. Portable or whatever. So, my first impression was, oh, cool, great. But then I started to learn some ugly facts. One is, let me use the phone while it's charging. Oh, it quits charging. So it only charges when I sit down. How many times do we need to make a phone call while the phone's still charging? Wouldn't it be better just to leave it plugged in and then I can move it to my head while it's charging and use it? The other thing is they call this wireless, but yet in order to use this, I have to physically touch it to the device. So, like an untethered wire. Okay, now, if I pick both the station and that up at the same time, it will continue to charge. But the minute I disconnect, it quits charging. So it's kind of like, isn't it kind of like I'm connecting? So how is that wireless? And then, well, maybe they meant wireless that I get to carry it around. Well, it has a cord. It's plugged into a wall, can only go so far. How come this isn't on that? How come this wireless charging didn't come something like this? Let me plug this in. Turn that on, and she is charging. Let me turn it on. There it is, charging. Okay, now, while it's charging, I can carry this sandwich around, and that's kind of the closest thing to real wireless charging, but I have to include all these devices. How come they couldn't just put a battery in this thing and give an extra USB port or one, you know what I mean? And then I could charge my docking station up at night, be able to charge another device, and be able to unplug this and walk without all these cords and a smaller contained device. It should really look something like this. It really should look something just like this. Now, that's more ideal. But if you really want to get ideal, then we should be able to just have this disc within 10 feet of this. So put it in my pocket. And because I'm within 10 feet, my phone should be charging wirelessly. That's technology. And it's not like that technology doesn't even exist, because it does. They just want to spoon feed it to us a little at a time. So the only benefit of this wireless docking, is if you don't want to put a bunch of abuse on plugging into your universal micro USB port, and you could mess up your port, and then if you mess up your port, then this would come in handy because you don't need to connect to there. So the only benefit that it saves is keeps you from connecting to here. Other than that, it's actually the same headache and even a little worse. And it doesn't do much for your phone other than that. So, in my opinion, I think that this gets 2 thumbs down, and especially at the price point of $50. What do you guys think? Is that $50 well spent, or is that $50 lost? Dabbercloth here. Let me know. Like, comment, and share.